You're listening to The Vault Unlocked, where the real secrets of success are revealed. Every episode, one founder, one confession, one strategy that created income, scale, and unstoppable growth. The code is cracked. The vault is open. Today we have Ken Cox. How are we doing today?
I'm wonderful, Kayvon. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. I always appreciate another business owner, solopreneur, in this case, SaaS owner, founder. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So you're from Inlink.
Inlink.com is the company I'm here to promote today. We are a CRM and office suite. Who I really like to serve is, solopreneurs, small and medium-sized businesses, but I serve clients of all sizes, all the way up to, some of the biggest companies on the planet, all the way down to your local yoga studio.
Okay, interesting. So a CRM software. Before we get into that, I always love to know a little bit more about the business owner themselves, a little bit of the journey, how you got to this part in your business.
All right. Yeah. So we founded our hosting company in 2000. 99, 2000 is when we founded our hosting company, and that's called Hostarian, and that's all Fortune, like big companies, data center, kind of stuff, co-location, which most people don't even know about, right? So that's what I do all through the day. But the businesses that I love serving are mom and pop Main Street, and the gap is pretty big difference, right? So we founded Inlink.com last year to bring products and services to that medium, mid-sized market and solopreneur that were to take all the software packages that we had for the big companies, being served by a privately held company, not a publicly held company. So I have different needs that I have different needs for your data. I don't have to sell.
Yeah.
I don't sell it. I'm a big privacy buff, right? So it was important to me to create something that was affordable and easy to use for that small and medium-sized business, that solopreneur, Main Street America, and also give you all the privacy and all the bells and whistles of the Fortune 500s.
Okay, so let's go into a little bit more of what this is, because I'm unclear. I hear CRM, I think completely different than what it sounds like you're saying. So I want to understand, when we say CRM, what does that mean to you? The product we understand is smaller business owners, that mid SMBs.
Yeah.
And it sounded like solopreneurs, so medium, small scale, $1 million a year.
Absolutely.
Type businesses. Okay.
Absolutely. That's who I really love working with.
Online, it sounded like, is it retail businesses, traditional businesses, service-based businesses?
So a lot of what I've been doing lately, some of the verticals that have been very popular for us lately, auto glass repair technicians, guys that are doing their construction companies, pool installers. We do a lot of gyms, a lot of yoga studios, that kind of stuff too. So brick and mortar.
Okay.
But we also do some podcast guys. We have CRM for the podcasts, and we have CRM for real estate. You name it. We've got about 67 different snapshots for industry specific needs that we can just drop in there at no additional charge.
Okay. And what does the CRM do? What's it for? What is it?
Does your calendar, books your leads. If you do the AI employees, it'll answer your phones with the AI agent. It'll do call text backs. If you need to build a course for your business, pretty much we took everything that we've ever done and put it under one hood, and we're giving it away at $97 a month.
Okay. So I'm going to ask the question.
Yeah.
I think I have the answer, but I'd be surprised if I don't. We are doing a white label of Go High Level.
We're doing a white label of Go High Level, backed with the hosting of Hostarian, backed with the support of our team, so that we're answering the end users' questions, not the agency's questions, right? Inlink is here to cut the agency out. I believe that a small business owner should own their marketing strategy and be able to deploy it. But we've also coupled that with an office product. So imagine your Google Drive, your email, your, all of those products and services. So you really have one throat to choke, where all of your data is being stored and who's managing that data.
So let's go in deep in that now that we know what this is. So this is a full suite CRM product, like a Go High Level.
Yes. It's a white, but we partner with
It's a
Go High
white
Level
label. It's
for
a
that. We've
white
also
label
got
and
some
go
other
high
people in there.
level,
Yes.
but then you've added your own customer support on top of it.
Correct.
Uh, I heard something about compliance, but I could have been wrong. Something about security. Was I picking that up in the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, our
Data
office
security?
product is HIPAA compliant. We're SOC 2, like all the bells and whistles that you would, all the compliance issues that you would go for. And being a hosting company, our insurance is a little different than your average agency out there.
So what's the difference between me just going to go and get a $97, uh, subscription with Go High Level, for instance, and then
Yeah,
going with you? I want to understand that difference.
the biggest difference right out of the gate is going to be the support. Right, High Level Direct is primarily they're great support, absolutely, but they're primarily geared to the reseller and to the agency. Right, they're not going to help you build your web page, or they're not going to update your WordPress for you. They're not going to assist you with Yext or any of those other tools. Right, and we're there to help you with all of those things across.
Oh, okay. So this is very important. See, this is very important. So I'm a solopreneur, let's just say this, smaller business, right? And I have my leads are in, say, ActiveCampaign for emailing. I use ClickFunnels for my data. I'm using School for my videos. You said I'm using Typeform for my, quiz funnels, application funnel, all of that. Schedule ones for Calendly picking. I got to integrate the Zapier into all of that, and then I'm using something like for the I'm just thinking for the data visual board, right? Something like a BI. I was thinking like a BI for the data, and I got all that stuff happening, and we know this is all a one and done in Go High Level, or here in this case, let's call it Inlinked.
Correct.
Brings all that down to one place, one
Yes.
centralized place. Now going with you, I might still have other things that I'm using, like for my website. I'm not building my full website on Go High Level. I'm building that on like a WordPress, or I'm building that on
Right.
some other platform. But I still need some of that data to connect into Inlink. Is that correct?
Correct. So we have a separate back office than High Level, right? So we have our own back office that you go into. It gets you to your Office suite. It can get you to your WordPress hosting. If you need dedicated servers or Dockers or other stuff like that, we're here to help you with that stuff too. But that's kind of way higher level as your business grows and you have more. I think long term you're going to have more GPU need than anything. But as you mature and you get out of that $1 million and you get to the 5 and 10, $20 million range, you don't have to jump providers, right? And
Yeah.
you're with a company that understands how to manage a workload for my largest email client is a top 5 biggest companies on the planet.
Okay, so this is interesting. Are you using the LinkedIn? Sorry,
Inlink Mail?
the Go High Level platform to deliver email?
No, that's part of the Inlink. That's part of the Inlink Office suite. There's Inlink
So
CRM and Inlink Office.
So your linked office is a better deliverably email deliverable
It'll
system than.
say, I mean, it saves a company with, call it 2,000 emails. It'll save them about $500,000 a year over Google or Amazon.
Over Google and Amazon
Yeah.
or ActiveCampaign or some of these other guys.
So this is your office product. So this is like your inbox. Where all your employees are getting their mail, sending, receiving,
Oh,
all
okay,
their
that's what you're
communication.
talking about. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
not mass email.
So
Like we don't do bulk mailing. We're corporate, email in that particular case scenario.
oh, okay. So
So
corporations
we
can
took
come in
those
here.
tools that we do for Fortune 5s and brought them down to sell them to Main Street America.
I got it. So you're not stuck on Google or Hotmail as a platform to deliver email.
Correct. A lot of companies today, most of your mom and pops are using like a cPanel pop IMAP connection or something like that.
Yeah.
So if they wanted to graduate outside of there, once they get to, 25, 30, 50 employees, they need something a little more robust. They're starting to understand that, as I'm making intellectual property inside of Google's ecosystem, if I've not properly protected it before I shared it with them, I'm not exactly sure what my rights are with my data.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And
Yeah, that's where I heard the data. Yeah.
right.
And this is part in linked. Like this is also part of the like the white label.
This is not
Is that
part of the
right?
white label. This is not part of Go High Level at all. This is a completely separate. This is an Office product that Inlink deploys.
So when I buy from you, I get access to all of this.
Correct.
Okay, I want to just make sure I
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah, and the
So
CRM is part of that. So our Soho package comes with 5 Office products and a full deployed Go High Level white labeled solution.
your Soho product,
Our
you said.
small office, home office product,
Okay, I love it.
right?
Small office. Okay,
So
home
it
office
gets you
product.
5 email accounts with Google, not Google Drive, but Inlink Drive, very similar to Google Drive. So you can share and collaborate and all those things, but it's in a spot that's not going to be using your data against you. We don't use it to pull and make ads, right? We don't do any of those kinds of things. So it's pure, I'm an old school internet guy, right? I grew up before we could target you with ads. So I like that
Yeah.
kind of ecosystem. And that's the kind of ecosystem that I built for my clients.
Yeah. Okay. And how are you selling it right now? Like, how many users do you
Podcasts.
have? Podcast.
I'm on podcasts every day.
Are you podcasting and it's working?
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
We do
Great.
a Tuesday webinar, right? It's a little slow right now. We launched in January. We do every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Central. We do you can come on, we do Zoom and we like set up a bogus phone number and call it. Right now, I think a big gap for those people are answering the phones, right? 65% of all calls go unanswered. So we do the podcast and we do some traditional marketing campaigns too, obviously, right? Like, hey, how many calls are you missing and that kind of thing to the procurement managers of the planet. And it's a good time.
So when you say missing the calls, who's missing the calls?
So there's a big gap when you talk to the Main Street America front desk staff, right? It's transient, it's turnover, it's high turnover, and all those things. So one of the things that I really like to do is say, hey, let's have the front desk person stop being the first person to answer the phone, and let's let an AI employee answer that phone, answer 80% of all the questions that they might have, send them text messages, right? And what we see is that generally sales go up a little bit because they're always getting the right text message, they're always getting replied to, and then have that transient front desk person, spend more time with the clients that are there and face to face and do
Be
that
a
kind
little
of
bit more
stuff.
effective.
And
And that's what program do you use that off of?
we're using the Inlink CRM for that.
Yeah, that's your
Yeah,
Inlink
and we
CRM.
partner with Twilio as the partner on the backside for that, and it's a really not. 2024, I would not have tried to sell that product at all, but in 25, it's there, it's solid, it works. I've got it set up in my own companies. My wife's company uses it, and it
We
works.
got to dumb this down because it's not confusing to me, but I can tell you right now, half the audience has no idea what we're talking about.
So traditionally on phones, and forgive me because I've worked with back offices for Sprint and AOL and all those guys, but interactive voice recordings are what we're used to, right? Press 1 for this, 2 for this, 3 for this, and
Yeah.
it's very binary decision making. So you come up with your entire script and go. But an AI employee, trademark pending, is it can answer the phone with AI. You tie it with it's actually integrated with ChatGPT. You use your keys there, and it will answer the phone as your AI employee. Answer any questions that come up. We can train these now in like 20 or 30 minutes with your website data, really quickly. And it'll answer the phone. It will send. So are you open this today? Right? Yes, we are. Would you like me to text you a link to our calendar? How do I sign up? This is how you sign up. Would you like me to text you an onboarding form? I need to cancel my service. Do you want me to put you on hold and let somebody call you back next week? Kind of thing, right?
So let's just put this perspective. I like to make it like so clear because I feel if I can have it, if it's clear for me, it's clear for everybody, right? If
Yes.
it's not clear for me, how can it be clear for anybody? You said auto glass. You said or some glass. What you say your
Auto glass technicians are a big
okay. So
vertical.
an auto glass technician, let's just say they have a small shop, right?
A lot of
Couple
solo guys.
employees, they're on the road, but they have Susan that sits at home at the head office. Susan only comes in at 9 and she leaves at 5 and she takes her break at 1. And Susan can only answer the phone one time and people are calling, emailing, and sometimes Susan isn't perfect. She has a bad day and comes in with a bad attitude. We're humans. It's all good. No offense, Susan. We like Susan. We respect her. But that's just the reality of the business. And the owner of that business is out. He's working. He's installing. He's just like, the last thing I need to do is worry about all this shit we're talking about. You'll come in. You'll implement a system where every lead will come in. And then that system is powered by AI. So every lead that calls, every lead that gets reached out, every lead that emails, text will be responded to. So you don't have to worry about Susan and having a bad day. And you don't have to worry about what happens on the weekends. There's a 24/7, I'm going to use the word AI employee
Yes.
that's working your CRM. That alone, if you've done nothing else, that alone, surely, does that get you more business? Think you'd have to be living under a rock to say no to that, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. And then on top of that, now you're helping them with, okay, how their email, like the emails they're using, the data they're using,
Yes.
and then maybe some marketing advice maybe in there or some.
Absolutely. Yeah. We want to be one throat to choke, right? So
Yeah.
for your internet stuff, you come to me, you come to Inlink, you need websites, you need phones, whatever you need. We want to be your one throat to choke. If you need,
And you'll fix all the solutions for them.
yeah. So a typical stack, if you get our unlimited AI employee package, it's $500, but if you come to the Tuesday webinars, you generally get a pretty steep discount. So it's $500 a
Yeah.
month for unlimited AI employees. You get 2 onboarding sessions. We set your phone up. We set your Google review AI up. We show you how to do your funnel AI. We show you how to do your conversation AI. We get all
Now,
that
is this
set up.
1-to-1 or is this group?
One-on-one.
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 So I'm going to pay, I want to be very clear. So I'm going to pay you $500 a month. Or if I go to the webinar and wait, I'll get a discount, some sort of discount. Love it.
Correct.
But I'm going to spend $500 a month with you, and you're going to set up all my AI agents.
Not all. We're going to spend 2 hours with you showing you how to do it. One of the problems that we ran into really quickly with an AI employee answering the phone, same problem you're going to have with a real life employee, is the guardrails, right? The difference is whenever I got to correct my AI employee, there's no emotion, right? There's no little girl that's just out of high school answering the phone. I'm like, hey, you kind of did this wrong. You just log in, and it's important for the business owner, whoever's managing that AI employee, to be able to make quick changes. And we want to make that super simple for them. So that 2 hours, we're going to set up as many agents as we can. And we generally get the phone, maybe an email agent, maybe your phone and Google reviews are the absolute necessary, right?
So when you say Google reviews, tell me what you mean by Google reviews.
So the review AI is going to watch your Google and watch your Facebook for reviews and then answer those reviews.
Wow.
Using AI instead of the canned kind of thank you. So and we, depending on your tonality and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. We want to just cater that to how your business would talk. And it does a really great job. So you know that every review is getting answered by somebody. Now, I like ethical work, especially in AI. So I typically tell people, let's name your AI agent something AI. So that whenever they're replying, whenever they're talking to somebody,
they
know
it's
that it's
not
AI
real, but
right out of the gate.
I believe.
And they know how to get to a human and close that loop fast.
Okay, so what's the it's, to me, I get it, but it seems like it's a lot of work or complicated or overwhelming, right? So what would you say like the elevator pitch here is? If we were to say, like, you're in the elevator and I'm your ideal client, which is a small business. Let's say I'm a small business owner. I have we talked about this, right? My data is half it's here. It's on 5 different platforms. My systems costs, right? Just my SaaS cost alone is $3,000 a month.
Right.
To run everything, right?
Yes.
You're coming in, and what's the elevator pitch?
So, I mean, you're going to have to do it anyway at some point for the new guys, right? Or my elevator pitch for a guy that has a small business right now is you're missing 65% of your calls. We need to get those answered. For the solopreneur getting started is you're going to have to do all this stuff anyway. And we've dropped the price. It's such a commodity price, and software is going to drop. AI is going to drop the price of software across the board. You don't have to implement every single piece. Like, just start looking at your gaps, fill your gaps. And with Inlink, we have so many tools. We fill almost all the gaps. I can't think, there's not many gaps. We're not accounting software, right? You still got to connect it to QuickBooks or whatever thing else you need. But your entire online persona, presence, all that stuff, we've got you covered. And you don't have to go to a marketing agency over here or and a web hosting guy over here and a developer over there and a UI guy over here. We're a one-stop shop. We've been doing it for 25 years.
So the elevator pitch is as a result of 70% of your phones being not answered, we're going to build you a full AI 24/7 answering an email machine.
Yep.
That's all that really matters, right?
That's it. Yeah. Well, it's a very, and I don't have to. I'm super fortunate. Not looking to onboard thousands of customers. I know what growing pains are. I don't like them. We like a good, solid, steady growth business, and that's what we
So
have.
how many clients are you customers, new subscriptions are you bringing on right now on a monthly basis?
New subscriptions?
Yeah.
We're bringing on like 5 a week.
5 a week, okay. And what's the churn rate?
I don't have the churn rate off the top of my head. It's mixed in with all my other numbers. My overall churn's about 2%.
Okay. Why would someone churn on something like this? Because it can't expense wise. Because
It's not expense. It's they gave up. Like they stopped doing it.
They just didn't do the work.
Yeah. The other one is they've been sold by a web developer or some marketing firm, and the marketing firm needs to take it all under their belt. Right. For whatever reason. Right. So, and if that's the case and they're using Go High Level, we'll give you your Go High Level transfer code and you can move all the Go High Level stuff over. But some of the stuff that we do specifically won't go, right? Like your web hosting, if we're doing your WordPress.
Well, the web hosting, the email hosting, obviously.
Yeah, stuff like that won't transfer over, but your Go High Level CRM pipelines, workflows, all that stuff. If you know what I'm talking about.
Do you set up like the DMRK and all that with their emails for deliverability and all that? Do you make sure that that's all set up and working?
If you're with us, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. We've got a 24-hour support team that's here. So it's just, on the onboarding, we do all of that, right? And then, if you have a problem, just jump in the chat and they'll jump on a Zoom call with you.
Where can people find you, just so I have a better understanding?
Inlink.com, Inlink. I like to think of that as the link between Web 2.0 and 3.0 services. Or if you want to know more, just Inlink.com, and more about me is just KenCox.com.
Yeah. So Inlink.com is where, if you are a small business owner, solopreneur, your systems are in different multiple SaaS, software products, and or you want to replace it, because it's kind of seems like there's a lot here, and or you want to replace your front staff or empower them to do better with their job by empowering them with AI product that will be able to answer the phone 24/7, answer email 24/7, and Google review 24/7. This is a place to go.
Absolutely.
One-stop shop. I like what you said, a chokehold on everything. Would you say?
One throat to choke.
One what? One throat?
One throat to choke. That finger pointing game, right? Like, oh, it's not my fault. It's their fault. Why did this campaign work? Or, the email's not going through over here. It's exhausting to chase some of those things down. So just
you guys help set all that up, or you teach how to do that?
We do it. I mean, if you're a client, then we do it all with you.
That's what I'm saying. If you're a client, but you'll do it all with me, or you'll do it for me.
We're happy to do it all for you, not for $97 a month, depending on what the scope of work is, right?
Yeah.
So with the 97, you're going to get the software, and you get 1 hour of onboarding and then technical support. So if you're running into an issue and you need to solve that issue, then we do that at no charge. On the onboarding, some of those things can get a little. Setting up a campaign would be an additional.
Yeah, absolutely. Thing. Yeah, there's a lot to it.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't think you can be doing that for $100 a month.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Any last words for the audience here?
Get to work. That's about it.
Get to work.
Get to work.
I love it. And that was another episode of The Vault Unlocked, where proven builders, real strategies, and unstoppable growth happens. Subscribe now. The next unlock could be your success. The code is cracked. The vault is open.